What's up, everybody? We're
NjS.
And this is going to be called
What's Up Wednesday.
That is right.
It's a little vlog that we're going to be doing, giving you guys a little update on what's to come, what's happening with us, who we are, every little detail that could connect us a little more to our viewers.
It's going to be really casual like the other ones. There's a lot of intensive editing and stuff. This one, we're just going to talk and see where it goes. So, for the first one, we were thinking about just telling you guys a little bit about who we are. Where do we start? Guess we met through DJing back in 6th grade. And I don't know, we didn't really do many jobs back then. We were just kind of
messing around on the turntables.
Exactly. We were in this guy's garage.
We had the Staten straight 80s, straight 60s, straight 80s, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah. Some
real cheap equipment. And eventually when we got into high school, we started getting more jobs, and we actually DJ'd around San Francisco at a lot of the high school and middle school dances and stuff like that. Then eventually, once we graduated from high school, we decided to get into the MC side of things, just because, playing someone else's music is fun for only for so long. But then once eventually you kind of get to this point where it's like, man, I want to make my own. And so we did.
Yeah, funny story about that is we were on a graduation trip after high school. We went to Tokyo, and we actually traveled all over Japan. And by the way, this was not for music, but one day we were in a hotel room in Osaka, and then we were just right in front of this big ass electric store named what was that? Biku Kamera, I think, or Yodobashi Kamera.
Yeah, one of those two.
Yeah, which is a real popular electronics store in Japan. And we decided, hey, why don't we go over there and then look for some cheap ass recording equipment? So what we did, we went over there and we got I think the most expensive thing that we got was what? Pro Tools,
the M-Box interface.
Yeah.
We still use it.
And yeah, and then we got a $50 mic, used the shirt as a pop filter, and then we made our first song.
It was pretty rough.
Yeah.
And the shirt didn't do much to keep the pops from popping. But anyways, so that was our first project ever. We never released it. It's still in the archives, the NjS archives on our computer, and maybe one day you guys will all get to hear it. But for now, it's a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
Shortly after that trip, I started college down in Southern California, and
I went over to Tokyo.
Yep.
Shout outs to Sophia University.
Yeah. So we got split up for a little bit, but we decided at the end of the summer after we graduated from high school that we wanted to keep doing this hip-hop thing. And so we were kind of doing our own thing for a while. Whenever he would come back to California, we'd get back together and we'd do a project. For the 4 or 5 years we were in school or in college, he would come back for spring break, which was a week, and we would just throw together an album or something.
Yeah.
We would write, record, mix,
all
master, everything, all in 4 or 5 days, and just throw out a project.
Good stuff.
Anyways, yeah. So then we experimented with all these different kinds of genres. We did everything from our first hip hop album was really underground,
straight up 90s sound. Almost even more of an 80s feel.
Yeah, it was really hip hop. And then we did everything from going more mainstream, kind of
tried out some dance tracks,
dance, pop infused stuff, and it just didn't feel right. And so
we even touched electro, you know.
We did. I like, cause
matter of fact, you should tell them a little bit of that about that.
Yeah, well, I produce electronic music on the side, and so I got this bright idea that maybe dubstep would be like the next big thing in the mainstream, and so we actually did an EP with a bunch of like my productions, my dubstep productions, like, and trying to merge hip hop with it, and didn't really turn into anything. And later on, like, you know, dubstep never really made it into the mainstream, and so my prediction was wrong. But yeah,
but shit happens.
Yeah, you know, can't
shit
always
happens.
be right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then like right after we did that, or was it right before?
I think it was right around the same time, right before.
Yeah, that's right. Cause so when I graduated from college, I took a trip to Japan for 2 months, and while we were there, we recorded the Rock the Building mixtape Volume 1,
which turned out to be our best project ever.
Yeah, it's like that's what people think of now when they think of us.
Which is pretty cool, because we thought it was like, oh, let's just fuck around and make a mixtape, you know.
Pretty much, yeah. Like we recorded the whole thing in this little practice studio in Japan that we would always use before lives, and just mixed it all in our little ass apartment.
Yeah, only headphones.
No
speakers.
So we didn't have any other kind of reference for it, and we think it turned out okay.
Yeah, it was alright.
But anyways, so that really defined our style. Like, everybody that we talked to was really a fan of it, and it's what we enjoy. It's like, you know, the classic Definitely. Like hip hop, jazz influence, like, you know. So that's the direction we took it.
And then for this and we got this new upcoming album called Solar Power, which is more along the lines of our Rock the Building mixtape. Got a whole bunch of dub features on there. Also, the beats were made by Armitage, a couple of them by Marcus D, which we are very happy about.
Big ups.
Yeah, so can't wait to get these projects out to you. I mean, we've been working on it for the past, 6 months?
Longer than
that. Haven't really slept. You know?
It's like, I mean, this has almost been a whole year endeavor.
Yeah.
It's like, it's pretty crazy. And I mean, part of it was because like we were upgrading our studio. We'll have to actually show you that in the video sometime.
Yeah.
Just because it's not what you would expect from like a studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were waiting for like a whole bunch of like studio foam to get in there, and then we had to set it up along with like a new mic. We were just like redoing the whole thing, and so that put the whole project on hold because we wanted to wait until we had all this better equipment. But once we got it, then we started, you know, like writing and recording and everything. And yeah, that was probably around March, or
I'd say.
Or no, March we were in Japan.
January is when we had all the equipment.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then we had to take a break when we went to Japan for some shows, and then got back to it in like April. So
yeah. So it's been a minute, but we're really happy with this project. It sounds pretty cool. And we're really excited to get it out to you guys. So definitely keep checking us out on YouTube. Check us out on SoundCloud. And we're thinking that the album's going to be released in mid to late September. And I know we've been changing the dates on you guys, like, so this is our first true project, and we actually really didn't know how much time it was gonna take to actually get a solid album out, and now we know. You know, it's a whole bunch of hard work.
We're
very proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is our first one that we've really
put all of our energy and effort, everything into.
Yeah, so we learned for next time that it takes a lot of planning.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we'll be ready. And now I think the process will go a lot faster now that we've figured it out. This is sort of our trial and error album, but it turned out really good, in our opinion.
Really good.
So, we hope you guys like it. I think we're going to put the album on pre-sale at the beginning of September. And
on Bandcamp?
Yeah, on our Bandcamp page.
On our Bandcamp.
And that's njshiphop.bandcamp.com, I think.
Check it out.
We'll put the link in the description.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also find it if you go to our Twitter. It's listed in our little bio.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And also on a separate note, we have a new music video out from our first single off the album. It's called Starting Fresh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bilingual track. I'll be rapping in Japanese. He was rapping in English. And I hope you guys check that one out and dig it too. And we'll put the link at the bottom of this page.
On another side note, I am wearing our NjS t-shirt. And so we have pretty limited stock right now. I think there's like 50 or 60 of them, but we're going to be taking a bunch of those to Japan, which I don't think we mentioned. We're going to Japan.
Yeah, we're going to Japan in a week.
Yeah. So we'll be in Japan a couple days after you guys see this video. Another tangent. If you didn't notice, we're wearing the same clothes in every single video that you've seen so far. And that's because, given our work schedules and stuff, like we have to film all the videos in one day. So
it's our only day off.
Yeah. So it's the only time we can get together and do this kind of thing right now. So we just plan one day, film everything, and then edit them.
Week.
Yeah, edit them over the course of the week and then put them out. So, yeah, we're not dirty people. Well, meh. But yeah, we change, we shower. So
you know what I'm saying?
Just letting you know. But anyways, yeah, we'll be in Japan in about a week, and we are doing a few shows there, doing our album release, and yeah, dope.
Stay tuned.
Anyways, we're NjS.
Best remember the name, never just settle.
You already know.
And it's our life motto.
Yay, yay.
Peace out. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
Shape.